let's do this. If that was 22 minutes, we've probably got this. Will probably take us till 8:30.
Well, just do me a favour and just triple check that's recorded for me, please.
You know that's staying in the edit, don't you? That's the opening to this podcast. Can you just check out press record on that one?
This is Silly Point, an Inside Etown podcast.
So it's time to sit down and have a quick discussion about our 2025 combined 11
Team of the Year.
Ooh, for Etown Cricket Club. Obviously, a lot of this is going to go down to wickets taken, runs scored.
Just put your name down, mate.
Catches taken, things like that. So,
Just to throw a spanner, I think we should have some. We're going to do 1 to 11. I think we should have some honourable that I can't even say. Honourable mentions afterwards as well, because there's some people that even if they've only in for 1 or 2 games, they've contributed.
I thought you were going to say like
One or two games.
mid-cross or something. dropping catches or something. Yeah.
most injured player.
Well, that's going to come anyway once we say, like, if we're going to start it, who's the openers? And probably, like you just said, how many... Were you an opener every game, more or less, for the twos?
Yeah.
I don't think it's about opening. I think it's more the runs scored and the.
Well, if we're picking the combined 11,
Is that what we did all like?
it's got to be your two openers.
Well,
it is a specialist job, just like wicket keeping.
Yeah.
It is going to get in, even though I won't play first team cricket, Mel and Garland will get some.
Mel should be number 1, yeah. Highest run scorer, first ton as well this season.
Is that your first one, that?
Yeah. Been trying for years. I keep running out of runs for chase. I've had a few 70 odds and 80 odds.
I don't want to say you're getting one out.
Run out of runs to try and get to 100.
I think as well, what's helped Jamal is having a steady partner in Kersey as well.
Yeah, he's
Kersey's not getting in there, mate.
been a big
I'll let you tell him that, but
big addition this year, Kersey, to the twos.
He has been, but he's not playing.
He's a nice foil that I know I can play a couple of shots, because if I do get out, Kersey's going to stay there. And
Well, even though he's quite emotional, he's an ultra competitor, and also he's constantly on it, isn't he?
Yeah.
Because he's on it, making his guard and chatting to you, and he has little rituals and stuff. And I think that can keep you on. If you're batting with him, that can help you.
Yeah.
I batted in the last game I played, and he actually loved batting with me because we just bounced off each other. And obviously, I'm dead quiet, and he's just like that. Yeah.
He is. Whether this makes the edit or not, I don't care. But Kersey is the king of shithousing on the field.
Even
and it
shithousing
works.
his own player.
He does, and it
That's
works.
excellent doing that.
And it works massively.
Playing with him when he was first. How many years did he say he's been missing?
Well, I played with him when I was
Before COVID, he said.
So the fact that he's not only has he not played in all that time, he's come back and contributed to the teams, both teams, to be fair. But he's just taken his attitude and his shithousery, as you say, it's just continued. It's not even took him a couple of games to get into it and get confident again.
No.
He started as he meant, as he meant to go on.
Well,
With Kersey, he also got his first 100 as well.
He did.
get
Won us a cup semi-final.
It's got us to the final.
I think if we're going on opening bat, I think we've got to go for Platty, because opening the batting for the first team is the most difficult job at the club.
Mm-hmm.
He's done it. Okay, he started slowly.
Can we just start jotting some names down here that we're mentioning, by the way?
Considering.
Well, like obviously we've had Kersey there, because he could easily slip into that team.
To make it easier for us, I think there's a lot of chatting to go on. Number 11's got to be Jenko. You can't not have Jenko as number 11.
Yeah.
Leading wicket taker for the club, you can't not have Jenko.
How many not outs he's got?
I was going to say how many fancy players he's got.
If Jenko's taking 11, then the only other person that took over 30 wickets this season is Banga.
I'd put Armsgate
So I don't find it in that.
So we're going right off the scale here, we're going from some bottom to top.
Well, I think
we're going the easy ones that are pretty. That's not going
I was
to.
going to say
You've got nearly 70 wickets between two bowlers.
And two lads batting 10 11 that don't seem that bothered either.
No.
Quite happy to bat there. I think maybe even argue about who was 11.
Well, they definitely would argue over his 11.
and they don't even mind umpiring, so that's all.
Oh, well, to be fair, I put a little bowling star.
Put me cross down there.
First things on the team sheet, they'll umpire.
Have we got an umpire? Put me cross as umpire.
No, don't.
And then wicketkeeper wise,
We've got no
It's gotta be
choice over.
for me, it's got to be Joe.
Yeah, it's got a job.
Most consistent, probably one.
I mean-
if not the best we've got at the club. It's.
I mean,
I think reluctant to give himself any credit because when he first did it, it was purely because nobody else would do it.
He's a backstop
And he was suggested he could keep a little bit that way, but he was a backstop. I know that'll upset Aidy Tickle when I say that, but he was a backstop. You know, he'll say that himself, but I think he's got better and better each season. His concentration goes for one of the younger ones, a lad that goes to the gym a lot. He does lose his concentration back end of innings, and when I've been in the same team, I feel like I'm giving him a few nudges and a few elbows in between overs when it's coming towards the end. But it's a position that you can't lose your concentration because you've got. He mentioned he dropped one off, is he? Because he was too close, but maybe if he was a bit more switched on, he you know, it's just things like that. But it's very difficult. It's not something I ever have wanted to try. I know you have, Fletcher. I know you have. I know you'd have a go. I don't think you.
So when I first started playing weekend cricket, the only way I was allowed to play in the team was by wicketkeeping, and I hated it.
I'd never do it again.
Absolutely hated it. I took more welts on the body than everything. Maybe I should have used my hands. Mel's told me that many times this season. But no, I don't enjoy it. But George, from what I've seen, is.
Well, his stats. Just look at the stats this season. He gets stuck in. It's been excellent.
I'm going to throw a name out there for discussion to fit in the side.
Okay.
Stewie Pryor.
Stewie Pryor.
Absolutely.
I think Stewie this season.
Which one's that? Cockney.
Yeah,
Cockney.
Yeah, Cockney. Is it Cockney? Yeah, it's Cockney. This season, Stewie's batting for me is come on, absolute wonders.
Yeah.
And the man will stand as close to the ball in the field as you want him to, and just take it. Yes, he wears.
Now he's got his body
armour.
Yeah, because he's got my jumper.
Rugby body armour.
He wears rugby proper, but Stewie's batting this season.
Come on, first
half. There's been a lot of first.
Would you put him in at 4 or all-rounder though? Because I know he's bowled a bit here, but I don't think he...
I wouldn't put him in as all-rounder.
Put him in as all-rounder.
No.
So if you put him in at 4, and then you've got the all-rounder slot, I think what Pryor's done this year is got to be the most improved player that's I've seen
100%.
for a long time at this club. And he's one player. I come down here and he's madering me all the time to want to be better, to help him out.
It's a crucial stage in his cricketing career, I think, because I think if he hadn't started well like he did, I think he'd have quit.
Well,
I think we'd have lost him because I think he put so much effort in and couldn't get his head around the fact that it's the bowler's job to get you out at the end of the day.
Yeah.
You can get a dodgy umpire decision, you can get one that keeps low, you can play a great shot, still get out. And I think he couldn't quite understand that aspect of it.
He's been so competitive all his life with football and stuff like that, and it's like he's always been good at doing stuff, and he's walked into this environment where he's not that good, and look how he's turned it around. He's had his first couple of 50s this year, and he's absolutely made up. So fair play to the lad.
Good shout, Chris.
Yeah, definitely.
I've never got a problem. If I'm out there batting and Stu walks on for that big man, there's nothing in my mind going, I've got to protect him at the other end.
Oh no.
I'll quite happily give up the strike to him.
Do you not find yourself staring at his tattoo head?
Yeah, it does. I think it'll annoy me sometimes. Even that his hair tattoo doesn't go.
When you take it out, don't look like twins.
That must just be a cop.
When you go like that, you go like twins.
His head's that transfixing. We've actually gone
You're like Annie and Danny DeVito.
4. We've not got 2 and 3.
Yeah, we're definitely going a bit mishmash here, aren't we?
I know, but you've got like Chris and
That's absolutely a good shout. Well, I think we should. Can we go back to the opener I think, and then we're done in terms of specialist batsmen, aren't we, after that anyway? So
It needs to be.
I think
It can't be
Eddie Platten and Earl are opening the batting. I mean, it arguably should still be the case, shouldn't it?
Yeah.
In the first team, but that's a discussion for another day. But yeah, agree with that so far. It's looking strong, and I think every single player so far has got experience of both teams. Maybe not Platty.
Can I just give a little shout out to Jishad? His batting has been absolutely outstanding. And he's won games for us this year. Now, if you stick him in at number 7, you've got Jishad and Shami coming in 7 and 8. It's been such a massive difference. Obviously, they'd rather tee off, but I think the way Jishad has batted this year has been so good, and he's actually been concentrating. He's not just gone out like
Well, I know it's not what we're talking about now, but I watched him in the LMS against Raiders, and he was last man standing.
He was, yeah. That was a win.
With a lot to win.
Wasn't the game, yeah.
60 odd to win, was it?
Plenty.
60 odd at least to win, and I thought, game done. Because I thought he'd try and blast his way. Like the blasters, there's a little pun there, but I thought he would just try and hit sixes, and he didn't. He was playing defensively, he was dot ball, and he wasn't worried, and I thought he timed his innings to perfection, which is, like you said, not something he's done before. He's now looking at maybe the shots to play at the right time, rather than Shami, should we say, his busy mate, who just sees the ball and wants to smack it out of the ground.
As for all rounder, I can't see any further.
No, I was on about Jishad being more or less a 7.
It's hard. I do think Fletcher's in there for the all-rounder, because there's the amount of times. I think me
Not
you
for
were
Evans,
bold.
No one else think
Not
Not for me. Fletcher's got to be up there for the all-rounder, because I think twice for the twos. Me and Fletcher opened the bowling together, and twice for the twos at the end of 16 overs. The opposition's been 7 wickets down for next to no runs. Yeah, for next to
And
no
if they're
runs.
not 7 or 8 down, they're like 17 for 2 or something.
Early in the season, I think early in the season, we rolled Egbert over here for like 70, 80 runs, and Fletcher opened the batting and just decided to get the game done in 7 overs after taking wickets. So I think we were 70 odd for 1 after 7 or 8 overs. So
still taking some good catches as well, apparently.
I thought one good catch, yeah. Johnson, one. Seems on a level.
We don't need to talk about that. Cut that.
Nothing to beat the LMS one, but he dove head first into the grass.
Yeah, alright. This is LMS. Can I just say that fair play to Armsgood. We had an opening spell one day, and basically we did not give him an inch. No. And I said to him, we were both walking back and saying, absolutely knackered after follow. And he's like, come on, just, you might as well just keep going. I said, I'm not going to stop now. But honest to God, we must have bowled, I reckon, 2 bad balls in 16 overs. And like Archie said, we gelled so well together, didn't give anything away. And he come up to me, actually on that day, and he said it's probably the best opening spell I've ever had in my life, so it meant a lot, and fair play to him. He's not lying, he doesn't give anything away, so that's the difference.
Thinking them 16 overs between us, we gave away 1 boundary in 16 overs.
So if you've got a bowler at the other end that's keeping it tight at Spurs, you want to do exactly the same thing, because you don't want to be the one that's giving the runs away while the other guy's slogging his guts out.
It reminds me of last season when me and you opened the ball, and I think it was against the Goose Green on New Vics, and after 9 overs the score was none for none after 9 overs, and then I got shouted at because I gave a run away. So that's the way it was.
It's for that.
Yeah.
Did you win the toss that day?
I've slept since then.
None for none after 9 overs because they just couldn't
I think
get the ball.
I was gutted because I bowled 7 maidens on bounce.
You bowled 7 maidens and your last ball went for 2.
Yeah. Somebody midfielded it and let it through.
Yeah.
Crossy, was it?
No, I think it was Steve Bryce.
Steve Bryce.
Oh,
off.
Hang on, get him off. The wall.
You have 7.5 overs for no runs.
You're
and the last
that's
ball.
what you are, scared.
When things stick out there, 7.5.
Not 7.5, 7.4 and a half.
This is me who bowled 8 overs in the cup final, 6 maidens, and shouted at myself for going for 7 runs in the 2 other
Yeah,
overs.
he's pathetic.
Do you know what I'm saying? I know it's
You're not playing next year.
no, so.
Move that away.
This is a tricky one, I think.
Well, I'm going to put a name out for it, in as a 3 as well. Blammy, because he's
That's
well,
exactly what I was
he's
thinking.
not.
I was thinking that.
He's obviously he's made too many errors opening the batting. Maybe he's had a little starts here and there, but it seems maybe the back end of the season, bringing him down the order slightly has allowed him to feel a little bit maybe more drunk. I don't know, more boozing time, and more relaxed when he goes out there. But I think he's potentially a great 3. I'm not saying he's going to change the way he plays, whether he's 1, 2, 3 or 4.
100%.
I think
Absolutely.
some of his innings this season
You could have the
shown
teams we put
how
out,
good he is.
the teams we put out here, the talent he's got, you can take a game away from him.
Something that you have often said that always sticks with me, and yeah, it's something that you've said to me, is that when I'm on form, I make good bowling look average. I think he does that every time he bats, but maybe a little bit like it doesn't, maybe it's not consistent enough, and maybe there is a shot that he should maybe not play.
Yeah.
But he can take the best bowling in this league apart. And I don't mean survive and get 2s and 1s and whatever. He can put the ball to the boundary, whoever's bowling at him. And if you look at him, he's like, it's sort of like Blessing as well. The timing and the actual technique is what gives them the aggressiveness in their play.
Well, when you said it 3 hours expecting to say Blessing.
Another huge shout. To be fair, again, I look the left-handed side of it.
I'd put Lammy in front of Blessing.
Yeah,
I think there's also a case. I know we've gone for 4 batsmen and all-rounder, we're keeping 5 bowlers. I think you've got a case, especially if you've got Fletch as the all-rounder and you've got Merle opening. I think you've got a case for dropping a bowler for another batsman.
You could have another batsman.
Getting someone like Blessing in there, because the thing with Lammy as well is he's got this aura about him. So if the opposition know about him, you see their heads drop on him. As soon as he walks to the wicket, they know what they're going to expect.
Yeah, I batted him last year and I've never lost as much as I know.
it's not a comedy 11. No, comedy.
Well, he just said to me, so I'm going to sorry about my language. Right, so obviously we've got 2 bowlers there. Do we need 3 bowlers, or
I think we need at least 1 more bowler.
Can we stick it?
We pinched this format from the fancy cricket league.
Yeah. So basically, you can have a batsman there and a couple.
Well, what about
I'm bowling 9 overs.
What about if we said 2 all-rounders?
Yeah, because I'm bowling 9 overs. Armstreet's bowling 9. James Jenkins is bowling 9.
So who we going
Merlin and bowls.
Blessing?
6.
Are we putting Blessing in there?
I think with the season that he's had, I think you've got to find room for Blessing.
I think there's a bowler in Blessing as well.
That's what I said to Smith. I said I don't think he's bowled him enough.
I don't think he's bowled.
I've faced him in LMS, and don't get me wrong, LMS is not that great on the AstroTurf, but
So I umpired the game where the Blasters played their quarter-final against the eventual winners, Liverpool Hawks, and the only one of the Blasters bowlers who didn't get hit and took wickets was Blessing. He was on a hat-trick. He was on a hat-trick against them.
Don't say that too much, and he was as well.
Yeah. But they couldn't, because of his action and the way he was bowling, they couldn't pick him at all.
Speaking of actions, another all-rounder who is part of the conversation who's had a great season is Deegan. Deegan against Blessing, that's not a straightforward.
And just to, if we're throwing names out there, I'd throw Sadaku in there as well.
Sadaku's had a brilliant season.
Sadaku's batting has come on massively. Sadaku started the season in the 2s like an LMS player. Swing bosh. But there was one game in the middle of the season where it just kind of clicked with him, and he was blocking it, he was taking his time, and he got us to a victory by, he only got off 30 runs, about 60 balls, but without that, we would have lost. And he's taken some key wickets again.
Cup final.
Looking at that team, and fair play to you, Dan, I think Deegan should definitely be in that team in 2025. Whether he's batting 9 because he can't bat and chucks a little bit.
He puts a lot of pressure on himself. I think a lot of us are guilty of that, but I think he's definitely...
He's been a good lad to join this.
He's the fourth, he's in the top 5 wickets this season as well.
I reckon number 9, James.
You can't
stick him in there.
You can't not, to be honest.
And then you're fighting out two places for Sadaka. I reckon Blessing's got to go in there.
I think Blessing's got to go in before Sadaku.
So he makes the 7.
Yeah.
JB's got to...
So now are we going for another all-rounder, or are we going for a bowler, or...?
Well, half of these can bowl on, that's the thing. So what you're saying is, obviously, Armin is all round, I'll bowl 9, even Merlin can bowl 9. Got to say that with...
I think just, if you're going to go for another bowler, just for a bit of pace, I'd take Shammy.
Well,
I don't think you can on 2025 because I don't think he's played enough.
I think
he's up there in terms of the best, but he's had so many setbacks with injury. I don't
just factor in at number 8.
And I don't get too technical on this. I know you think it'll be a captain's head, but this is 2025's.
Mm-hmm. But then, if you look at consistency, you've got to bring Big David to the conversation. Yeah. You have to bring Big David to the conversation.
He plays cards too much like that.
That's what
we'll put him on here, but we'll cross him out.
You need to play less darts and more cricket, to be honest.
I think from the surprise element of his bowling that we don't really have a genuine out-and-out spinner at the club.
Who surprised you with his bowling? Suraj. Oh, don't tell him that. Sorry, Suraj.
But
you shouldn't be surprised, should you, by Suraj? When Suraj was on about coming here, when obviously he brought you, and I feel however the conversation materialised, I thought immediately we would have an all-rounder in the first team, someone who could bowl, because I'd faced him when he was bowling years ago at Egbert, and he can bowl. I knew he could bowl, and I know I've seen him back. I know he can't field, he's never been able to field, but
it's not so much his bowling that's surprised, it's the way he's been able to pick himself back up. Well, something's gone wrong because
but I think there's so much more to him as a player. I'm not knocking him. I just don't think
he's a massive confidence player.
I think he should be playing better.
You can't put him in there because he's bounced back. He's in a moment this season, and I'm sure he won't be upset with me saying this. We all know he can do better. Mm-hmm. He knows he can do better. So I don't think he makes that 8. If he'd have had a season that we expect, then he's got every chance of being in there because he can score runs and he can field. Sorry, he can't field.
That's been his biggest downfall this year.
That's like a fantasy cricket at the beginning of the season pick. That we're looking at stats and the field now.
£1 million.
It's going to cost us as well. What about? I mean, you've got in terms of consistency or playing. You're looking from your perspective. You've got so many names we could make. Steve O'Donnell never lets you down. He runs around like he's the youngest in the team and throws himself at everything. And
Shano in the field as well.
If anybody could be 100% every single game in terms of effort and leaving nothing out there, it's Steve O'Donnell every single time. And I know sometimes it doesn't go well for him or whatever, and he beats himself up about that. But there's one thing he could never say. It's like Lammy. Some days he don't give a damn. Doesn't want to be there. But you'll never say that about O'Donnell.
No. We need a number 8 there.
This is what we're talking about. Not saying it was O'Donnell, but
one of the ones that would be right at the top of the list for me if we'd have played all season would have been Kiwi.
No, we can't.
But Kiwi's going to play 4 games.
But if he'd have had a full season, he's definitely one of the names.
I think Sadaku was who I was going to come back to.
Well, I think we're missing one obvious one for me, and that's Izzy. He's bowled.
I think it's magnificent.
No, you meant it's
and very rarely missed any games.
No, like you said, I would have absolutely. He's got to be in the team of the year, isn't He's been absolutely fantastic. And it turns out he'll play 7 days a week, that lad. If he could.
Jitesh has been a really good in.
Jitesh is a new one. He's definitely.
Jitesh absolutely loves it.
He's just knackered after 4 overs.
That's Jitesh. He bowls 4 overs and goes, that's me.
This is the thing, isn't it? This is what we've got to drill into him, and then when we're coaching and training early on next year, this is what we've got to drill into him. Well, I'm not being funny, you might have a little 4 over spells, but you need to come back. I mean, obviously, if you've been playing with me long enough, I can't come back after that.
This episode of Silly Point is brought to you in association with Pimlet's Pies and Town Furnishings.
Well, who's going to captain it? Last bit. We've got the openers, Merle and Eddie. 3 Lammy, 4 Pryor. First all-rounder Fletch, keeper George Smith, second all-rounder Blesson. Then we've got 4 bowlers, Izzy, Digo, Chris and Jenko. Who's going to be the captain? We've got both first and second team.
I think this should come down to me, shouldn't it, really? Seeing as I played in both teams. I won't put me hat in the ring, as in...
You want to be captain, Fletch? Is that what we're getting at?
Well, obviously it's to stop these two squabbling. No, honestly God.
Can I
just say, I've played with both these captains this year, and I think they've both been absolutely fantastic.
But you still see yourself.
Yeah, it's a difficult one, this.
I think the best cricket brain at this club, retired or not, and probably one that I've ever played with, is you. So I'm going to overrule, I think, and I think it should be you. Merlin is captain great, and he's got loads of experience. George's brand new to it and has absolutely smashed it. But I think if we're looking on paper, I know that's not necessarily what the team of the thing is. But I think if you've got someone who you can make, if you're going to take that team out to play tomorrow, obviously on the artificial because the square's been dug up
with no boundary rules,
then I think you can't look any further than the man himself, the retired idiot Fletch.
It's a bit
don't start crying.
No, it's a bit weird that though, because I think what them 2 lads have done this year,
and it stops them squabbling.
It's been absolutely amazing.
Did you enjoy captaining Fletch?
I did until he come along.
Love you too. I've got it now.
Let the big play now.
That's why he sits over there. That's where I sent him first. I won't take that.
Got my message over there. It made me
I'll sort this out.
It made me up captain.
So yeah, like you say, special mentions there. There's plenty of names that we could sit here till midnight, won't we, talking about. I mean, I've been overlooked again, but you know what I mean. It is what it is. No Adam, arguably our best player on paper, not made it through injury. Like you say, Jish, Shami just not played enough. Kersey coming back, batting well. How many wickets have you got? You know, how many wickets who normally opens the ball in the 2s every week? Is it you two that
normally
do it?
Well, there's 2 and then Fletch is playing.
Fletch is playing.
Then Fletch too. So it's normally between the 3 of us, yeah.
So there's plenty of wickets. There's lads who've got wickets who've not made it. There's plenty of lads who've scored runs and not made it. Sadaku. I'm glad Deegan's got in there because he does give himself a hard time too much. I mean, I think he's got more wickets off his bad balls than his good ones, but still.
I remember you doing that.
You're looking at it.
Yeah.
I think this illustrates, doesn't it, the kind of strength and yet weakness, the difficulty that we've had. We could make a very formidable second, and there'd still be players who would miss out.
Absolutely. Sometimes I've looked, obviously as a former captain, and when we were in one team, I've looked at some of the second teams that you've had this year, and I've got that's better than I've had 50-60% of my captain career.
Obviously,
which is not a negative. I'm not calling anyone that ever ran out there with me over those years and stuff. But I just think what a place we're in at the moment. to be doing that. You know, second team, second in the league, won the cup.
Absolutely.
And we talked before about, you know, first team finishing fourth. At a canter, really.
Yeah.
You know, like without our best player, you didn't play that much. I didn't play that much.
And when you the ones are in a league where you knew the top two sides were going to run away with it quite easily with the players they've got.
Yeah.
And
I feel like the difference between breaking into that top two, maybe three, is every time you play, more or less, I would say, if they ever watch this, they might disagree, but I think every time Cheshire Lions play, there's one, maybe two changes.
yeah,
Same 11, more or less.
very much, yeah.
How many times have we been able to say that? At first or seconds, I guess. 5, 6 changes every single week.
Yeah.
That's not, and because of the level of
first game of the season, last game of the season, we got 30 out of it.
but it's not just about the availability, is it? It's, you can have 30 lads available. It's different. It's a different 30. There's 50% of that 30 players that are available are different to the ones the week before. And I think there's such a gulf, whether you want to accept it or not, such a gulf between the second team cricket and the first team cricket. It's hard for the likes of Pryor. It's too much of a. It's like we said. You don't get a chance. I don't think you can imagine the higher up we go.
Basically, going from there to there,
yeah. It's tough. So you could be smashing it in the twos and
you did well when you.
Or even get an umpire's decision.
Yeah, the one game I got for the ones, I think I bowled 8 overs, 6 maidens away at Dalton. So you know it's away. Scotland. Yeah, away at that. So it's again the problem with that was it just wasn't a day for the batsman, was it? It wasn't. We lost the toss. That's what did us completely, because that pitch. It was a wet day. The pitch was sodden, and the batsman didn't put much on. But
even though it's Lords, it's like
one thing I want to say about this this year, and we've done these couple of teams and that. I think the two captains who's took over have been absolutely fantastic in both teams. Jordan with the first team and Merlin with the second team. The way they've been with everybody has been absolutely fantastic and absolutely fair play to you. Your man management with players has been, well, it just reached through rewards with the results, doesn't it? So, but well done, Merlin, for doing what you've done this year. Never easy with the second team, especially with.
It's not what he said to me last week.
I think it's going to be an interesting point when it comes to sorting everything out for next season. Captains stay the same, does he not?
Well,
I think for me it's an easier decision for the twos than it is for the ones.
I actually think now the season's over and we've got a little bit of silver and we celebrate, I think you can get a little bit carried away with it, I think, and only remembering the good side. And the stats don't lie, 4th and 2nd and cup winners. So there's always room for improvement. I think if we walk away from this season thinking we're the dog's bollocks, we'll be in for a rude awakening next year, I think. So I wouldn't be against both of those captains changing if it was somebody who's going to come in and take it to the next level. Whether there's those players within the group to do that is another question. But I don't think anything is a formality moving into next year, but I think we've got to keep going and keep growing. Like we said before, 5 or 6 years ago, we'd never have dreamed of this.
No.
And having such strong teams. But if we start to think, who knows what's around the corner? Adam is a little bit tentative about whether he's going to be with us next year. Lammy has suggested he might want to try somewhere else. No Fletch. I will probably almost definitely be in a wheelchair this time next year.
I'll be pushing
Stu Pryor's not getting any younger, Eddie Platt's not getting any younger, you're not getting any younger, neither's Dave. There's really the younger ones within that group have had good seasons, but can they keep carrying us forward? Because it isn't an old man's game like it maybe used to be.
That's what we need.
So I do think there's a lot of wintering, a lot of rest that needs to happen the next few months. Get into winter and make some plans that way, and make the call early in terms of who is going to lead the team. But yeah, I think getting a bit too carried away is always a downfall. But we have absolutely killed it, but we've got to go again on it.
Yeah,
She's got to chalk it off, enjoy it up to presentation, get drunk, enjoy lifting the trophies, and then...
Are we having a pre-presentation?
No, we're not.
No, we're not.
No. Oh, you mean a pre-presentation drink?
No, a pre-presentation.
Yes, we will definitely be doing something.
I think the other thing that we have to mention as well is we're talking about next season. We're all into the unknown next year. No more South Button District League anymore.
Well, it's going to be an
going
alliance.
into the comp. And
it's an alliance next season.
Yeah.
So all your
South Pot, sure.
if from what they said at the beginning, if you remember. Because I found
There's a meeting coming up soon enough, isn't it, this month about it, right?
I think all the first teams are playing each other.
Yeah.
Once, so it's going to be like a draw. So whether we get game,
Oh, so yeah. Depends if you draw up whether you play them at home or away.
But I think from what they put on the board, the seconds league isn't changing.
Right. Okay.
Maybe with the exception of Bedford, you're going to lose Bedford, and all of the second teams will mingle as you were now. Then.
Surely was because
there was on about two.
Wasn't it?
So that the majority of your league won't change.
Yeah, we might just get the ones from the league and both come down.
So will that be
Cheshire Lions, twos. Who else is there? There are other ones up there as well. Older twos.
So that is the understanding of it last time. But like I say, Henry was talking a lot on it. Because I don't like the guy, so I wasn't really paying much attention to what he was doing. This meeting coming up it'll be an interesting one, but the top 12 are going to make the top Liverpool comp part when we go into that. So it's still South Button District as is next year. It'll be Liverpool comp the year after that. That was my understanding of it. The top 12 will become whatever it is, Liverpool comp 4. The bottom 12 will be Liverpool comp 5, and then the twos, with I think 2 teams from Liverpool, brand new teams coming over to make Liverpool comp 6 or whatever it goes. I think it's been great. We've got a nice 11 there and a few good chats, and hopefully plenty more to come.
Yeah, brilliant.
So well done boys.
Yeah,
end of the first one.
Sorted.